area of the provincial capital. So far, authorities have confirmed that 6 NATO containers have caught fire due to an explosion that occurred inside the terminal. There are about 30 to 35 containers inside this terminal, and authorities say that authorities have asked us not to move inside the terminal because they said that IED explosions can cause severe damages, and it could be a trap not only for the journalists but also for the security personnel. A number of police personnel are here and they have cordoned off this area, but total 7 containers, Waqas, have so far caught fire, and rescue activities are still underway. They are trying to overcome the situation, but this fire is increasing with every passing minute, and it can cause more damage to the NATO containers.
Right, that means that these oil tankers were loaded with oil, or were they empty at the time of this explosion?
Waqas, the first oil tanker which was blown up by the militants was loaded with oil. However, the other containers that were parked beside the first one have also caught fire. The fire is still, this is increasing, and more containers are coming under this fire. But rescue activities are still underway. We can see 1112 fire brigade, and also the district management is trying their level best to overcome the situation. But it does not seem that they would overcome the situation within the coming half an hour, because this fire is still engulfed, and it has...
Right. Are there any reports of any casualties, Omar?
Waqas, we are standing outside the terminal, and we have not confirmed by the authorities whether there were any casualties inside this terminal. Security forces, police personnel have gotten off this area, but we are restricted to go inside the terminal.
All right, so it's not possible at the moment to talk about casualties. But tell us, are the authorities or the law enforcers who are present there confirming that this was an IED explosion and it was carried out by perhaps militants? Who's responsible for this? Are they saying anything about that?
Waqas, another explosion has occurred inside the terminal. This explosion occurred just a few seconds earlier from now, Waqas. Another explosion has also occurred, and we can see flames of fire. This thing is going out of the control of the authorities. I can see more than 7 containers that are set ablaze, Waqas. And the first container, the authorities say, was blown up by the militants, where a bomb was planted to it, and it has caused severe damages to other containers that were parked inside the terminal, Waqas.
All right. What's the kind of security, Umar, very briefly, that is available to those who are working at these NATO oil tankers terminals?
Waqas, this is not the first time that such incident has taken place, especially on this ring road. And if you can hear the beginning of these rescue vehicles that are still coming here, that are trying to overcome the situation. And let me tell you that this is not the first time that an explosion has occurred inside the terminal or NATO container has been targeted. We report these kind of attacks on daily basis, especially on ring road. Waqas.
Umar, thank you for that update. We'll get back to you for more. Umar Farouk was in Peshawar. That was the scene, as you can see on your screens, pictures from this NATO oil tanker terminal, where after an explosion in one of